の俺が人間なんだ。
Alright, so in this one, with us going over the GamePress team tier list yesterday, that was a good hoot, a good laugh, good jokes, good, you know, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Just an interesting time. The GamePress team tier list, the unit tier list, now has updated, right? So, this happened last night, but I kind of figured that I wouldn't have enough time to record it, and, well, it came out at 3 minutes before I upload, so, yeah, didn't have enough time, but this is what happened, so, and we're obviously going to go over the whole thing. Zamasu is added up to S tier, obviously the new Zenkai Zamasu, and Janemba is added to tier 2. Good! Fuck Janemba, everyone telling me that I called him shit for no reason. No, tier 2, by the way, okay. Also, this is an opinion list. Every tier list is an opinion. There is no full 100%, everyone's going to agree and feel the same way. You know, maybe you had a better experience with Janemba than this guy or that guy, so maybe you rate him tier 1, S tier, fucking Z tier, you know, whatever the fuck. Everyone's opinion will be different, but this is probably the overwhelming majority's feel, and again, if you disagree, like, that's perfectly fine, right? Like, right here, I disagree. The new Birdku, obviously the Goku that revives the fucking bird from the Cooler movie, the 5th movie of Dragon Ball, is in S tier. I disagree with that. Gogeta Blue moved down to tier 1, obviously the LF, which I get it. I don't fully disagree, but again, we'll get into all this when we actually look at the whole list. The new Piccolo added in tier 1. Okay. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta up to S tier, and then LF UI Goku, LF Rose, Super Vegeta Zenkai 7, Super okay, interesting. God Vegeta, Zenkai 7, and Revival Goku, and Purple Vegeta Blue moved down to tier 2. Okay, interesting. Is there any explanation? Okay. Janemba is really good, but is 100% secondary in every single best theoretical team. I agree. Tier 2 doesn't mean bad. Well, it depends how high or low, but sure. We like Birdku over Gogeta Blue on Sagas. Gogeta Blue also secondary to Super Saiyan Blue Evolution and Oob on his other teams, with a small argument over them, just enough to keep him in tier 1. Okay. I mean, I don't think you can argue Gogeta Blue to be over Evolution or Majub, actually. I just think straight up he's the worst option. The worst, not worst, but the worst option out of the contenders he's with, right? So 9 stars for 1% units, 9 stars for EXs. LFs are at, let me see here. What are LFs at? Is it not telling me? LF Zenkais are at 7, so I assume LFs are at 6, yeah. LFs are at 6, okay. So obviously, Z tier, it's not changed, it's not going to change. Cell still being in Z tier is something beautiful. You know, you do see Cell getting a little bit of help with Purple Janemba Zenkai buffing him now. You could run kind of like I think a Pearl Blue like Regen setup, kind of a mixed bag with Kid Buu, Zamasu, and Cell is actually like a viable thing. Because, I mean, the biggest, like, issue right now in PvP is this Green Super Saiyan 3 Goku. You got double purples, I mean, yeah, he can go neutral, but, fuck, Cell can just wipe his ass, like, clean. Like, Cell is very nice. Obviously, the hybrids all up there. You can move around the fucking top 5 to anywhere you want. Like, I personally would say it goes Revival Gohan, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Future Gohan, Cell, and then FSK. That's how I organize my top 5. If I were to look at this, from this list itself, right? My top 5 is obviously much different than their top 5, but it's all consideration of your experiences, right? S tier, okay. Okay. So, the core regen is Fat Buu, DKP, and Cell. So that's why they're so high up. Okay, I agree with that. Red Bojack. I think Red Bojack's a little bit overrated. I do think he's good. I don't think he's bad at any, you know, point of his existence. I think he's good. I just don't think movies is that good. It's definitely up there, but I don't think it's better than Regen. I don't think it's better than not Sun Family, Jesus Christ, Saiyans or Hybrids. I think movies is 4th or 5th right now in the game, in how good it is. So Red Bojack should be lower because his team is lower. He kind of hits meekly. I've never been impressed with Red Bojack's damage, even, you know, giving him full optimal strike equips or giving him full optimal defense. You know, I'll never be impressed with his damage. I think he does what he wants to do well. I don't want to say you're reliant on bringing a revival, because, you know, that -5 sub count thing, and you kind of sack off your revival when they rush your Bojack, and then boom, 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 you have all that situation for you. But he definitely gets better when you have a revival with him, and the idea of, okay, well, I had this safety net option because my red Bojack lowers sub count by 5 on the opponent's rush to my red Bojack, right? I feel like without that, let's say I run a Beto instead of Revival Gohan, which actually is a good unit, and I run Bojack and, let's say, Gokua, you know, up against hybrids, and they rush my Bojack. Well, I don't have Revival Gohan to eat the rush, which I guess is a me issue, but the thing is, Bojack's ability is really good only with Revival. Like, you don't have a unit that you want to sack off and just let die. Like, sure, I'll let Beto die and he'll probably give me some support or some bullshit. Like, that's great, but I just feel like that situation for Bojack is a lot more restrictive. And with how, you know, good these anti-Revival units are, I just don't see the value in that Bojack Gohan combo as much as it was, like, relevant when they dropped in 3rd anniversary. I just feel like it moved down a tad bit. Like, I would say a little bit below LF Piccolo there. Like, that's where I'd put Bojack personally. Kid Buu, Blast Regen's not that great. They have Piccolo and Kid Buu very high, which I'm assuming is Blast Regen, because where the fuck else? Like, powerful opponent's not that amazing to be this high up, right? I would say Kid Buu could be probably where Bardock is. Bardock is way too high for no reason. I understand that Kid Buu's a really good unit. I understand LF Piccolo's a really good unit. I just don't see the value of them this high up, because they are nowhere comparable to Strike Regen. Like, Blast Regen is nowhere as good as Blast Regen. Or, Jesus Christ. Strike Regen is nowhere as bad as Blast Regen. I'm gonna fucking mix up my words and get you guys confused. Strike Regen shits on Blast Regen. Gokua, 9 stars, so I'll leave him there. You know, I wouldn't say it's the worst spot for him. I would say it's okay. You know, you can move him a little bit. Bardock should be like mid-tier 1. I don't understand this whole idea with them, because Bardock, you have one team, and that one team is a top-heavy team that has no defenses, and if you get fucking caught in a combo, someone's dead. Like, it's a silly team. Bardock shouldn't be up here. It's... I honestly think it's a troll when I see Bardock this high, because who the fuck is running Super Saiyans over, let's say, a fucking Blast-based or Strike-based or Regen team? That's just not happening. Like, you're not doing that in PvP. That's stupid and silly. And if you do it, like, have fun, for sure. But if you're trying to be, like, competitive, you're not running fucking Bardock over LF Piccolo and Kid Buu. That's not realistic. Like, that's just silly. Like, God Key's better than Super Saiyans, probably. Evolution Blue Vegeta, I understand why he's so high, because he's definitely, like, the God Key best unit, and he can, you know, shit stomp individually. He's a great unit. Like, phenomenal. One of the top 3 in the game, in my opinion. But, God Key being lacking, and his other team's also lacking, God Key being the main one, I could see him being below, like, Grade 8 Vegeta, maybe even a little bit lower. I'd say Grade 8 Vegeta, like, in that area. I think he's a little bit too high here, just because, I mean, God Key's just not it. Like, it's not even a top 10 team. Like, it's really struggling in a lot of departments. It needs a lot. Purple Super Saiyan for Goku, he should move down to, like, a little bit above Tournament Power 17. You're never running this guy. You having the opportunity to run somebody doesn't mean you're running them. Kind of like, I guess, I don't even know. Who here do you not need to run, but you can run? Purple Super Saiyan 3 Goku. You don't need to run him, but you have the opportunity to. That's why he's so, like, in S tier. But in reality, he's just Android 18, but for Saiyans. And honestly, worse. Super Saiyan for Goku is the same boat. I don't know if they're considering GT. I wouldn't think they are, because Ultra Omega should be high up if they're considering GT, right? If they're considering Saiyans, I'm never running into this guy. He's fine. He's a threat for sure. But he's just not that scary to where I'm like, oh my god, like, this guy's gonna fuck my day up. Like, these units below him are like, holy shit, I'm gonna get fucked up if I fuck up here. Purple Super Saiyan 4, he never really is a unit you probably will struggle against if you just, I mean, manage it well, right? Like, and there's a lot of strong yellows. Again, you can just look right here. there's 3 fucking yellows right above him, and 2 of them you're gonna run a lot because Strike Regen, again, he's a very good team. Right below him, again, 2 yellows, right? Zamasu, he is okay. So I'm gonna be blunt. I'm gonna talk about Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta real quick. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta with his plat should be probably above Kid Buu, if not Fat Buu, if not the top of S tier. I don't think that's a debate, and seeing Zamasu above him is kind of funny to me because, again, Blast Regen isn't optimal. Blast Future, which I guess you could throw him on a Strike Future setup hypothetically, but it's not optimal. Godki, still lacking, even though they have a purple now. It's still lacking with this guy. He's not better. He takes a while to build up. I don't think that really makes him bad. I just think he takes a long time to build up, which is a side effect of the unit. I've been running the Zamasu on like Blast Regen just earlier today, like a few fucking hours ago, and you know he was doing well. But it's also that Gogeta's too cracked. This Zamasu should move down. I think Corrupted Zamasu is way too low as well. This Zamasu should move down to like where Red Gogeta is. I think he's above God Topo. Could he be above Blue Goku? Maybe, but I don't think he's anywhere near Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Gogeta is definitely on a league of his own, and they're very much underrating him. And this is with his plat, by the way, because obviously it's with the update of the new Piccolo and Goku, right? Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, I already mentioned it. Even at 6 stars, I have him at 6 stars personally, so I can vouch for this. He should be top of S. Like, this is undoubtedly, like, the best glow up a unit has ever gotten in one update. Like, straight up. You know, you had the Super Saiyan 3 Goku who got his plat equip and then he looked a lot better. But he didn't get this. Like, he didn't move from fucking tier 3 to fucking a high S tier, right? Gogeta, he moved from tier 1. To my opinion, he is the top of S. Like, I don't think it's really a debate. And if it were really up to me, I would say he maybe touches Z. It's just that he's so fucking good. Like, he's just so insane. Yeah, the idea that I've always mentioned for like a couple weeks now is Revival Gohan's becoming a liability. And that's because these units like Gogeta getting 4 balls and healing when you rush and land a rush or kill him. Because obviously you want to rush, but you know what I mean. You would get 4 balls if you rush because you'll get 4 balls back because you'll have 0. Cell, the anti-revival thing he does. Evolution Blue Vegeta. Like, you have these 3 great anti-revivals. And I mean, he's counteracting, like, in my opinion, the best unit of the game. I don't know how Gogeta's not getting more respect when he can counter out the best units. Like you pop a green card on FSK, Last Man Standing, with Gogeta, he has no buffs. You pop Gogeta's main when Revival Gohan is doing doing a blast or something, you're tech neutral, you're gonna one-shot him. Like, it's not a hard thing to understand. I just think he needs so much more respect. Putting him this low is genuinely disrespectful. I don't know what they're thinking with it. I 1000% guarantee they're including the Platinum equipment with this rating. If they aren't, then I understand it. But if they aren't, that's stupid as hell, right? Like, why even put them on the list then? Like, that'd be stupid to not include something that carries a unit. It's like putting LS Super Saiyan Goku without his plat. Like, you want to run these plats, right? Vegeta should be number 1 S tier, if not barely touching Z tier. Genuinely, that's not even a hot take. 8 Vegeta should be above probably everyone up until Piccolo. Again, Bardock is just a troll, I assume. 8 Vegeta is decent. Frieza Force is his main team. And I do think he is the best unit on that team. Not really a debate for my perspective. Again, I do have him at 6 stars, so I think I know what I'm talking about, but I could be wrong. Blue Goku, I think he's fine. Maybe he's a little bit higher than I'd put him, but he's fine. Corrupted Zamasu, way too underrated. What the fuck is this? Strike Future, firstly. If we're looking at all 6 stars for the LFs, which is enough to run Strike Future viably, you know, LF Rose, Cell, Future Gohan, Zamasu. That's 4 units. That's enough for a team. And he's have some random-ass bench. That's a really good fucking team. Zamasu, Corrupted Zamasu, obviously, should be... And he's also Strike Regen, remember that. I would say Corrupted Zamasu should be about where Gokua is. I don't think he beats out Kid Buu at 6 stars. I think at 9 stars he does, but at 6 stars, I think Corrupted Zamasu should be right where Gokua is. Like, 1 above, 1 below, but right there. Like, he's I've learned to respect him. Yellow Frieza, I can't say anything. I don't have him. I barely run into him. I never run into him, actually. He seems good. Okay, keep him there. That's really all I got for him. 17. Putting 17 whoa. Putting 17 above Namek Goku is strange. You know, I've said this for a bit now, but I think most Namek Goku players are ass, at least from my experience, right? So when I rate him low, it's based off him just not being used correctly because players suck with him. Unless they're rating him the same way, where most players suck ass with him, which, again, is realistic, I don't see that. Like, let's say it's an average player, right? So if it's an average player, I would put him like where Purple Super Saiyan 4 Goku is. But if it's like an ass player, then I understand why he's this low, but I assume they're kind of going for the average. So I wouldn't put 17 this high above him, personally, if you're going for average player, right? 17 is good, but, I mean, Androids is lacking, USS is lacking. His teams around him aren't that great. Ready Gogeta, above Namek Goku is just a crime. Super Saiyan's nice. That's all he has. That's all he'll ever have. Like, you're not running him anywhere else. And if you do, you're making him look 10 times worse. Kind of like when you run Gogeta Blue without Vados, you're running this fucking Red Gogeta without Bardock, you're making him look 30 times worse, and you just have a bad taste in your mouth. God Topo, definitely a solid option, just Gaki needs help. I wouldn't move him much. I think he's fine there. And Goku I already touched on. LF Zenkai Frieza. He can move up a little bit, but this is perfectly fine. Purple Super Saiyan 3 probably should be tier 1, honestly. Again, he is Android 18 for Saiyans. It's just a worse Android 18. Like, Android 18 does a lot better damage, and he's all just damage, right? So, he's just the worst Android 18 for Saiyans. I would think he's probably tier 1, but he is overrated here. The new Goku. Okay, so, I haven't even done a showcase of this guy after his initial showcase. The reason for that is he's not good. I don't like him at all. I legitimately have built him like the most optimal, perfect, like every single goddamn fucking way that I know how to make him perfect for what he is, a defense type, and he doesn't take hits. I had a situation where he covered in against the blue Goku, and it was mid-game, not even late game, a blue Goku, Zenkai blue Goku, and he took about 60% from about 5 cards. My 6-star Birdku took 60% from 5 cards. With optimal triple defense equips. Double defense and pure, double defense and pure, and then some HP defense and some random ass attack. And he took double digit. And I have good Z abilities for strike tag and defense and blast tag and blast defense, right? And HP bench with Gokua. It took 60%. I don't like this guy at all. I think he is absolute fucking mediocrity. The only time I've seen him look good is when I played against an equipment hacker. And yes, that's going to be tomorrow's video at this time. There's an equipment hack still going around. It's great. But this guy has never impressed me. I'm vastly more impressed by the new Piccolo than this Goku. I don't see his value. Personally, if I were to rate them like equal stars, I would say Gogeta Blue and this Goku at equal stars. Gogeta Blue's better. Equal stars. If you're rating it like this, where it's like, okay, 9-star of this Goku and 6-star Gogeta Blue, obviously I think this Goku is better, but it's not by much. I really don't like this guy. He can't tank for me. He can't do any damage. He's not doing anything at all when I'm building him optimally with defenses, offenses, anything. Anything that I try to build him with, fucking triple HP if I want to, like, anything. He is not doing what he wants to do, which is tank, let his allies tank. It's a stupid concept, by the way. I don't like how they did this with him. Okay, look. My allies have to take hits. So I'm forced to run, like, a defense type on a defense type. Or, like, a revival with a defense type. Why is it my defense type wants my other units to take it? Wouldn't my defense type want the... Like, what? Like, what? Why doesn't my defense type want to take hits? That's so silly. That's such a stupid concept. And I don't understand it. Because I'm, like, in a scenario, if I'm going to run this guy, I'm going to be forced to run, like, Revival Gohan to take hits. Because obviously I have their revive mechanic. It's all bullshit and everything. But it's such a bullshit mechanic. That's the only reason you would run this guy. Because, yeah, you have somebody that just take hits and he hits and he hits. You have to run such a specific setup, I feel, as well, to make this guy, like, look good. It's weird. It's weird how they did him for a defense type, yet he gets 0 from taking hits, like, damage-wise. Like, why is my defense getting damage when my allies are taking hits? That's what Bardock does, right? The Super Saiyan Bardock. When his allies get hit, he's stacking damage, and it's uncancelable. This Goku should not do that. That Bardock is a pseudo last man standing Super Saiyan Bardock. This Goku is like just weird. It's just a weird thing. I don't like his design at all. I really dislike him. Again, at equal stars, I like Gogeta Blue more. Like, it's not even a hot take for me. Maybe you guys might disagree, but I really, really don't like this guy. Like, I promise you, I've been trying to run this guy, and it just... It ain't working, man. I'm giving him everything he fucking wants, and he just takes a lot of fucking Oh, I love phone calls! Hold on, guys! Yeah, man! Fucking Christ. Hold on. Hold on. You guys gotta wait 1 second because, you know, phone calls are great. Who has a house phone in 2021? You know, I do, apparently. Nonetheless, Birdku. Not my guy. He ain't my unit. I like the Piccolo a lot more. I love the interruptions. Hope there's no ambulances passing by soon. Angel Vegeta. He's a below Birdku. Are they saying Birdku's better? Or are they saying, like, on Saiyans? Or are they just saying he's a better unit? Angel Vegeta should be definitely higher. Like, above Super Saiyan 3 Goku right there. Actually, they're putting Super Saiyan 3 Goku above Birdku? Yeah, Yeah, they don't even value him that much either. I think they're just kind of putting him there. Because he's not that valuable. Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta... Whatever, I'll always vouch for him to be a little bit higher. Majub. If Omega were 14 stars, I'd say you move him up, but Omega's not 14 stars on this list, so that's fine. Super 17, whatever. And Blue Trunks, yeah. I remember when he was high S tier a couple weeks ago, and I was like, what the fuck is this bullshit? Nothing's changed for hybrids, by the way. I think they just kind of realized, why the fuck is this guy so high? It makes no sense at all. Tier 1. Okay, Piccolo's not that low. Good. I'll go over most of Tier 1, kind of skim through it more or less, but if I see something outlandish, I'll point out for sure, right? Tier 1. Goten, yes, he's just a sub-option. People think a sub-option means a bad unit. No, he is just a replacement option if you don't have Revival Gohan. That's it. Green Kid Buu, good support, but he only gets 60% damage inflicted. It's kind of lacking, but he's a free unit, so you can't complain. Broly, I do value him. Putting him at... Is he the best Green Movies unit on their list? You know, personally, I like how he can stall, but I've come to realize that he's not the best Green Movies unit. It's definitely cooler. And they're not valuing him anywhere else. They're not valuing him on, like, Super Saiyans or anything, right? It's definitely cooler. I just think Broly is an okay staller, but that's about it. Cooler, and Broly should definitely swap, though. Android 18. Androids fell off. She fell off. Tournament Power 17 just shits on her. It's not really a debate. And people that do debate it, you're playing with the meathead unit. That's it. Piccolo. So again, I feel like this Piccolo should be S tier. Strike Regen vastly is shitting on movies in my opinion, and I do think he is a sub option for Corrupted Zamasu. So if you look at where Corrupted Zamasu is, I would think this Piccolo is probably in the realm of God Topo, if not the lowest of the lowest. I would put him right above Super Saiyan 3 Purple Goku. I very much like this Piccolo. I have him 8 stars. They're rating him at 9 stars here. I very much like him on my Strike Regen. Having Zamasu only at 4, I do run this Piccolo more just because my fucking Zamasu's only, again, 4. I do like this Piccolo. He never feels like he's lacking. His green card is fucking cracked, by the way, given it has no blast armor. The reason it has no blast armor is because it's fucking bullshit. You pop this green card, and it cancels their buffs. Twice. You pop, not land it, pop. So if FSK goes neutral, your last, like, okay, I have 2 units alive, he's gonna one-shot my, Piccolo, like, he's doing a blue card, and I can't dodge it, I have no vanish. You have a green card in hand, you just throw it. Just throw it. You don't have to land it. Boom, FSK loses all his buffs, and he only has type neutral, and then he has no damage buffs, and FSK is like a wet noodle without any of his damage buffs, right? That's what this Piccolo does. Crazy. Main ability, very nice. Obviously gets that vanish back on main. Very solid unit. I do think he, again, is probably better than Birdku, just respectfully. If you guys disagree, again, feel free. It's just my opinion, right? Yajirobe. He is rated at 9 stars. I do have him at 8 stars right now, who I am probably going to get to 9 stars within this week, right? He's okay. Rating him above Gogeta Blue is kind of a hot take and cooler, for sure. And even Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Purple DKP. I think he's fine, but only being on one team that's very cost heavy because, you know, Saiyan Saga, you need 8 Vegeta, you need both the All-Star units to get like full Z abilities of Nappa and the Green Revival Gohan. You need LF Piccolo Zenkai, which most people don't have. You need the Cybermen, which some people didn't even farm. Like, you need a lot to run the team. But if you are considering all of that and you have it all, sure, I think he's fine there, but he could move down a few pegs, I would say. Green Cooler, again, I think he's the best Green Movies unit, not really a debate. Gogeta Blue, he's just too reliant, that's all. I agree, I kind of agree. I think he's just too reliant. Maybe he can move up a little bit, but he's just too reliant on Vados. Like, you can't really core him on movies unless he's high stars, and he's only at 6 stars here, right? Super Saiyan 3 Goku, I do think he's fine. I don't think he's bad. I think he's fine, this Super Saiyan 3 Goku here. If nothing else, again, with this Omega being 14 stars, we'll definitely see him move up. Blue Nappa, the core Saiyan Saga / Frieza Force unit. I think he's alright. You know, nothing crazy. Nothing outlandish here, it seems, right? EX Jiren below Blue Topo, I heavily disagree. That's both of them at 9 stars. Well, yeah, both of them are at 9 stars here. Heavily disagree. I used EX Jiren earlier. EX Jiren is a new age Blue Topo, I guess you could call it. Like, and better. Just straight up better, right? He is just a better Blue Topo. That's not really, like, an argument. Goku Black, Vados, Cybermen above. Good. Cybermen above this Green Gohan. Good. Fuck that guy. Green Trunks as well. My boy Bergamo getting fucked because Ralph the Universe is dead as hell. Whoa, okay. This is the same thing as Goten. Okay, hold on. This I do not agree with. Tier 2. LF Rose is Tier 2 because he's replaced by Cell. Really? Really? I call that a stretch and a half. What? Hold on. Let me just, because I'm thinking Strike Future here, because that's his best setup, right? Is there anyone else that's on Future that's purple? Am I missing somebody? That's Strike. Not Zamasu. No, nobody. So it's Cell. He moved down to Tier 2 because of Cell? I don't know about that one, Chief. I don't know. I got him 6 stars. I would still run him. Like, I have Cell 7 stars. I have this guy 6 stars. I could still easily run him on Strike Future and be perfectly content. Again, they even say it. You know, Tier 2 doesn't mean bad, but putting this guy in Tier 2 when not much has changed, like, it's the same thing as Revival Gohan to Goten. This is literally that. It's Cell to Rose, where Revival Gohan to Goten is, right? I would move this guy to, like, mid-Tier 1 minimum. Like, no way. Putting him near UI Goku is just disrespectful, honestly. Janemba, yeah, fuck Janemba. Purple Vegeta Blue. Above Revival Goku, I kind of disagree with. I would put him below Revival Goku, but that's about it. And then nothing else seems outlandish here. Where's Super Vegeta? Super Vegeta above God Vegeta, huh? I think that's a hot take. I don't agree with that, but I mean, it's not that important, right? It's fucking Tier 2. I love Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Why is this Red GT Goku so underrated? He's not even that bad. I don't know. Worse than Omega. Okay, I don't agree with that. But nonetheless, this is the GamePress tier list. Obviously, again, we went over the team tier list yesterday. If you guys haven't seen that, check it out. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of this. I do think Birdku is a little bit overrated. I think Piccolo is a little bit underrated on this list. But besides that, no big gripes except, what the fuck is this shit, Bardock? You are not up here. Don't understand that. But again, let me know what you guys think of the GamePress tier list. My opinion on it. What's your opinion on it? Where would you rate the new Piccolo? I'll probably have a fucking poll about it. Where would you rate the new Piccolo and Birdku at? Before this video even goes up. Respond to that poll. React to that poll. I mean, put a fucking answer, right? Let me know what you guys think. Who do you think is the most overrated unit on this list? I definitely could see people saying that Bardock is very overrated and most underrated. I would say probably Corrupted Zamasu. Or Gogeta 4, for sure. Yeah, Gogeta 4 is probably most underrated. Putting him mid, it's being nice. Mid S is just kind of a crime, I think. But again, let me know what you guys think. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right. Let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next one.